Okay, so this is a little demo of how we're going to do mask mapping using different masks for different areas. And so depending on what skin type we've got, if we've got a sort of problem area in the T-zone, which is across the forehead, down the nose and the chin, that's the T-zone. If there's a problem in that area, what we're going to do is we're going to put a couple of different masks on. So I would select a green clay or a blemish clearing mask. This one I'm going to put on has got spirulina, willow bark and ginger extract. These products I'm using today are from Tropic. And so I'm just going to use a little bit, and because it's a sort of clay-based mask as well, it's quite thick, so to go all over the face with this in a facial is quite tricky, because in facials you want a sort of reasonably easy on and easy off. But say we had a problem area around the chin, we'd put this blue or green clay. I think why do I have a nice green mask? Don't they have a green clay mask? And they've got their yellow clay and then the pink calamine clay as well. So I just put a tiny little bit here, and then if there was a problem here, or if there was a spot here. What you don't want to do is cake on any mask, because if you're caking on masks, oh my goodness, it's so hard to get them off. And especially, you know, in a facial, you don't want to be overly wiping and scrubbing. And so I'm just going to pop this on, and then say, for example, there was like a little bit of a spotty forehead. And then we can just dab this on and get it on. It's already beginning to dry, so it's nice. It's just a nice thin layer is a good target. Okay. And then what we're going to do is find, I'm going to use, and of course, if you were just using one mask, say I was using this hydrating comfort food mask, you would just take your, put the, actually this one's not open, so I'm not going to be able to use this, but you can use the yellow bit here, this lifting, this turmeric and sea buckthorn, and I've got my glasses on, but turmeric and sea buckthorn, this is really nice for brightening and tightening, so nice perhaps around this area. It's brand new, so it hasn't been opened. I will open it actually, just so that I can show you. Just give me a second. There we go, it'll take a minute. There we go. So, and you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to use a spatula, but I always put the mask just on the back of my hand here, whether you use out of a tube or out of a pot. It's just easy to work with rather than going in and out of the pot, and that's just my opinion. That's just the way I play it. That's coming out in a sec. So I'm just going to put this, you know, where I want a little bit of a lift perhaps. So might be a little bit around this lower jaw area. A little bit of lower jaw area. Other side. Where we want sort of lifting and tightening, possibly even under the eyes a little bit. I do like using the spatulas. I just feel that I can, you know, dot it on and dab it on. A little bit under the eyes, a little bit round the jaw, the cheeks, risorius, sculpting around the cheekbones is the lift. And then you might choose to do the comfort food, which is super hydrating. It's got berries, This one's got super berries of Australian super berries resurrection flower extract. The resurrection flower, by the way, is a flower that lives in the desert, and it rolls around and it lives off just moisture in the air, and it manages to stay alive just by gathering moisture from the air and nourish itself. So the resurrection flower extract is brilliant hydration. So this one is a green mask, and so where we want some hydration, sometimes a bit of hydration around here, across the forehead a little bit, hydration. And like I said earlier, I think just masks should be a thin layer. Just a nice thin layer. You don't want to be doing any sort of overly scrubbing. A little bit more on the back of the hand. What I like about the Tropic products is that everything is in a tube and you're not sort of going in and out of pots. I don't mind in and out of pots. I've been using pot stuff for many, many years, but I love the tube vibe with this Tropic product. But you know, pumps, pots, I've got plenty of products with pots, and I use a spatula. So if I did have a mask, I would use a spatula, go in the pot, put it on the back of my hand, and then use this. You can use, these silicone are really good because they wash really well, but you can use a brush. So I'm just going to pop that there, put these masks out of the way. And then sometimes, you know, I'll go with my fingers if I think that it just needs a little bit of, some areas touching up. I'll just use my finger and just spread it out and make sure that we've got it, you know, nice around the eyes. I would only take it sort of up to the orbital cavity, the socket of the eye. That's the area. So I wouldn't go right up close to the eye. You're just staying within the orbital cavity. And so just to reiterate what I was saying about, lift it up so I can talk while the mask's on. Just to reiterate what I was saying, that if you want, you can do a hand massage while the mask is on. Really nice to do to showcase any other products that you might have. So just a hand and just up to about here. I mean, you can do whole arm, but if you're not a massage therapist, just a lovely hand massage is really, really lovely. To showcase your nice hand creams is really nice. And then we would go off, and so once these masks are designed really for about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, no more than that. Masks these days are shorter. My other dog wants to come in, of course. And so, yeah, 10-minute mask. So I would put it on, and if I can just show you, I hope this doesn't fall out, but if I just show you that we've got different areas. So that's something that's really nice to be able to do if you've got different masks for a combination skin. If you've got dry areas or dry patches, and this needs hydrating, and this needs a bit of a lift, and this might be a bit spotty, or you just use one mask all over, and then you would literally just brush it or spread it from the center and out, from the center and out, from the center and out, and then go this way, center and out. You could do all one side and then the other side, or you can go from side to side. You can, you know, lift the neck as well. It's good to sort of get the neck in. And then, like I said, I would only ever go to sort of here. So I don't take it right up to the lash line here. I take it to about there. You can also get these lovely under eye gel pads. Tropic do them, or you can buy them from other providers. But you could put on a nice under eye gel mask as well. Or you can do a sheet mask. When I do natural face rejuvenation, I do a sheet mask and then get a cold roller. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pause this, and then I'll start another video when I'm going to take it off. I'm going to refresh the water.